Hi guys, this is Dana with Empower RV. Brenda with Queen Bee RV is back in Oklahoma today. We just spent the week together in Athens, Texas taking a solar class. We tried desperately to get this video made while we were there, but unfortunately the weather did not cooperate for us. So of course today, on travel day, it was absolutely gorgeous. So here I am set up, and I wanted to show you a couple of things that are actually my favorite things with camping. And we wanted to give you maybe some last minute ideas for Christmas gifts for your favorite camper in your life, or just for yourself, or some things you want to keep an eye out for in the spring that when they may go on sale. So I have about 15 items. I have my little cheat sheet here, so I hope you don't mind. But I wanted to start with two topics. The first topic is going to be night traveling, after hours arrival, and safety. So I wanted to give you some ideas of things that you could ask for or put on your Amazon wish list that will satisfy each of those categories. First off, we're going to talk about, my favorite. This is the Azure Sky Solar Lantern. And these are absolutely my favorite lanterns. I get compliments on them every time I go somewhere. They are perfect for me because I am an after hours arrival for most of the campsites that I go to. So they actually are dual purpose. They act as my parking beacons when I'm backing the trailer. When I get to the camping spot, I'll pull these out of the truck, turn the solar power on, and set them where I'm aiming the back of my camper to go. So they're perfect for that, and that's probably why most people want to know about them. When I get to the campground and set up, then I'll put them on my patio, and they'll just act as wonderful night lights for the entire time I'm camping. There's an on-off button on the top. They have solar panels on the tops as well, so you can actually take these off and place the little panel anywhere you want during the day if you happen to be in a shady spot, and that way you'll have the solar power to enjoy for the evening hours. So I had to kind of cheat it and hide the little panels to trick them into being night right now. But these I purchased off of Wayfair. I've also seen them at Marshall's, so if you happen to be looking in their garden section, you might be able to find those there. The next thing I wanted to show you is the one-tack safety disc light. This is actually something we've talked about before. It's super important to carry some sort of safety light with you while you're traveling. So if you happen to break down on the side of the road at night, or even during the day, these are great lights to put on your camper, on your tow vehicle, on the ground in front of you. We actually have these in each of our kids' cars just for safety purposes. They come in a pack of 3. There are several brands. This one is one tack, and I purchased them off of Amazon. But there are several versions available, and they also have multiple uses. They have the flashlight, they have the strobe light, there's also an SOS. Let's see, there's the spinning thing. So basically this is just a great item to carry around regardless if you're camping or not, to keep in your tow vehicle. They have a magnetic clip on the back, so they'll attach to anything magnetic. They also have a hanger. So these are great. Just another safety device that I think is important to keep with you. The next thing I wanted to show you is the Sunny Glade. Oh, by the way, these are visible from 5,000 feet away. So if you're stuck on that road and you're on a hill or the bottom of a hill or on a straight path, these are super bright. And I just want to point out that they have an excellent visibility in the night hours. The next thing I wanted to show you was the safety cone over here. These come in a pack of 4. We've showed these before on our Life Safety Essentials videos. They're collapsible. You can actually fill them with a little bit of sand to make them a little more durable so they don't blow over in the wind, but I've actually never had a problem when I've used them. And I haven't really used them that much because we haven't needed them, but they're a great item to have. Let me show you. They collapse down to basically 1.5 inches. So they should fit in any of those tight spaces in your camper, and it's a great item to have as well in the back of your tow vehicle. The next item is the Element Fire Stick. This is a super powerful fire extinguisher. It's great to have in those small campers in addition to the fire extinguisher that is required by law, that is kept at the entrances no more than, I think it's 12 inches away from the front door. So you should have a traditional fire extinguisher, but you should also have one of these back in a secondary bedroom if you're not close to the exit. So you can always have a fire pop up potentially in the kitchen, something like that, which would prevent you from going out the original exit. So this is a great item to have just to keep in a secondary bedroom. You can put a piece of command strip on it, stick it to the wall, keep it in a drawer right by your bed. It's a great item. This can actually be found at elementfire.com. I've looked for them in other areas, and Element Fire is the brand of this. This is the only one I've actually seen that acts as a stick fire extinguisher. And I'm going to put links to all of this in the comments so you'll be able to find them. All right, and the last thing for safety is going to be my Lennox 9-in-1 screwdriver. There's various versions. Klein makes one. I think theirs is a 7-in-1. Lennox is a 9-in-1, and I've seen an 11-in-1. This is a great item to keep in your tow vehicle as well as your camper. I use this regularly for those clips when you open that cabinet door and the clip doesn't come out properly and I need a flat edge to pop that out so it'll close. But it has everything you need, sockets, it has the beloved square head for those crazy times you need that square, and then all of these reverse. So it gives you 9 different options to use this screwdriver. Definitely a safety and a great stocking stuffer to have as well. Okay, I'm going to move on to my second category, and it's called camping comforts, because these are the things we just enjoy having on the at the campground. And these are, I have a couple of different chairs. So I wanted to show you a winter chair and a summer chair, and I'm going to start with those. This is the La Fuma foldable butterfly chair, and this one actually came from Pottery Barn with some bonus points that we had. It's foldable, not collapsible. It doesn't get super small, but it does kind of fold together. And I carry this one with me usually in the winter months just because it's warm and comfy and cozy, and it's just a super comfortable chair to sit in. The second one I'm going to show you is over here, and this one is the Helinox Sunset Collapsible Chair. I have 2 of them. This is what it looks like collapsed. Super tiny, it fits underneath my bed, and this is what it looks like extended or put together. It has an aluminum frame and it has a mesh fabric, so in those summer months when it's really hot you get a little bit of airflow through the back. So I really like this one, and one way you can store the bag on the back, you don't lose all your pieces. But I get a lot of compliments on this one as well. So I found this on Amazon, I found that one at Pottery Barn, and I forgot to tell you the fabric on that La Fuma is a Sunbrella fabric, so it's durable and outdoor safe. All right, the next thing I want to show you is kind of a fun item. It's my little book here. This was actually gifted to me by one of my husband's friends, and it's Glamping with Mary Jane. I did search for this. I found it on Amazon, so it's available, and it's just a precious little book. This would be a super fun little Christmas gift. It has everything in it from backyard glamping, trailers, housekeeping, gear, safety, glamping eats, entertainment, you name it. There's also some crafts in here. It's just a fun book to look at if you're out camping, to have out on your table, to spark some conversation with anybody that might walk by, and just to share with your favorite sister that camps or cousin that camps or just best friend. It's a great book and it's super cute. So I was really excited to receive this. All right, moving on. We're going to talk next about the collapsible Joey, and I think that's how you pronounce it. It's J-O-I-E, wine glasses. I came across these at Marshall's, my favorite store, for $2.99 a piece. I have seen them on Amazon. They're a little bit more expensive, about $14.99 on Amazon, but you can find them if you're looking for them anywhere that sells the Joey brand of kitchenware. And what I love about these, let me put that down, is they are plastic, collapsible, and they store just like that. But it's a real wine glass. It's not a fake, one of those ones that it screws together, one of those things that is hard to maneuver, and you can actually have a real glass of wine while you're camping, and this is what they look like. So I've really enjoyed having these in the camper, and this makes a great stocking stuffer or gift for your favorite camping buddy as well. All right, moving on, let's see. My next one is going to be the Scout tote and the collapsible bathhouse tote. I've had this for quite a while. My husband and I love to go to Ouray, Colorado. It's one of our favorite places to visit. And there is a little store there called the Ouray Alchemist Museum and Penthouse. This doesn't have a brand name on it. I've looked all over, but I know they carry them there, so you might could give them a call and see if they could give you some information. But if you see something like this, it's collapsible, fits in a nice tight spot, but this is my bathhouse tote. So some of those times when we're dry camping or we've winterized and we don't have an opportunity to use our bathroom in our camper, it has a zipper on one side. It's just a nice little tote to carry with us, takes your things to the bathhouse, and you know, doesn't take up a lot of room when you want to store it back. And then I picked this one up today because my friend Brenda has a Scout bag, and I was so envious all week. The weather was terrible in Athens, and I would go to her little tiny home while we were there, and I was carrying paper bags and plastic bags to carry my dinner and my glass and my drink and just everything I needed for the dog, and I was jealous of her Scout bag. So found these. I know they're available everywhere. The brand is SCOUT, and it has a little dog, so I know you probably are familiar, but it's just a great durable bag to be able to carry your junk from one place to the next. So I was super excited to find that. Okay, the next one I want to share with you is the outdoor mat. I get lots of compliments on my outdoor mats. I have a couple of different styles. This one I love for Christmas because it's green and it kind of goes with everything. And then I have a super colorful one that I use occasionally. They come in all different sizes. They're made out of plastic. They're waterproof, fade resistant, crease free, and they rinse off easily with water. And if they're really muddy and you just want to give them a good cleaning, a little bit of dish detergent will also clean them up nicely. They come in different sizes. I usually put one at my back door because I have a rear entry camper. And then I put one out front and put all my stuff, and it just kind of keeps the area clean, keeps your inside of your camper clean when you have a mat outside. And these came from a company called Fab Habitat. FabHabitat.com, and they have a great selection, all kinds of designs, much more than what you would find maybe at the big box stores. So check them out. They're reasonably priced and they've lasted a long time. We've had these for a couple of years already and they look like new. So that's a great item. And then one more thing I wanted to, actually a couple more. The next thing I'm going to share is the Claymore LED rechargeable light. That's going to be this right here. I already have it going just to kind of flash you with how bright it can be. This comes from ClaymoreLight.com. They have different distributors. When I first purchased, I could purchase directly from them, but now they have distributors because they've become a little bit more popular. But you can go on their website, find out where you can find them, and there's lots of variations. We have a larger one that has a magnetic base that we actually stick to the side of the truck when we're rooftop tent camping, and it illuminates everything below. And then we also have this small one that goes inside the rooftop tent and hangs by the little hook so we can illuminate small spaces. Or you can just, anywhere where you need an extra light, it's great. It has 3 different styles of light, and then it also has a dimming feature and a brightening feature and the SOS feature. So that's what this is. Great little light to have, and it stores nice and neat in a little zipper pouch. Okay, the other light that I love, and I was just showing my husband this. I don't think he's seen it yet, but this is a Nautica is the brand, and it is a speaker light combo. So you can Bluetooth connect it to your phone, run Pandora or whatever music station that is your favorite, and it has the little connection. It's rechargeable, so you can have it without the cord connected. If you charge your battery, or if you're running out, you can run it to the side of your camper. But it plays music, you can change the lights. It's just kind of a fun little ambient thing to have outside of your camper if you need a new speaker light. And I actually found this at Marshall's, so I'm not sure where you can find them. I've looked and looked, but Marshall's seems to have them all the time. I see them regularly there. So if you have a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's Home Goods, you might check out their lighting section if this is something that interests you. And then last but not least, one of my favorite things is my little e-bike. It's right over here. We get lots of compliments on it because of its size. So it's a tiny little e-bike, but it is pretty powerful. It's made by Jetson, and I actually bought it at Costco a couple of years ago. I see them about this time of year. They're around $250 to $300, so they're much cheaper than a traditional e-bike. But they seem to do the job for me. I don't usually e-bike long distances. When I first got it, I had a leg injury, and so I needed some way to get from my camper to the clubhouse easily without climbing hills. And this was perfect, and I've kept it since because it's such a nice little bike to have. I plug it into the side of the camper at night. If it's going to rain, I'll cover it or put an umbrella just over it to protect it. But it's a great little bike. The handlebar folds down, so it is compact. And I actually put it in the back of my car and just strap it in with a ratchet so it doesn't go anywhere. But it's a great bike to have, and again, I found this at Costco. All right, I think I got everything. Oh, I wanted to show you one last thing. Is kind of a bonus. Since it's nice and chilly out here, this is an outdoor all-purpose blanket, and this came from naturallife.com. If you're familiar with Natural Life, you probably know that they appeal to the younger generation, the teens and the early 20s, which is what I have in my household. And they have such cute little designs and patterns. I came across this when searching for something for my daughter and just decided to pick it up to keep in the camper. I should have undone my knot before we started, so bear with me. There we go. But this is a great blanket to have. It is all-weather, waterproof, super cute patterns, front and back. I believe it's about the same, but the fact that it is waterproof and it's quilted and warm just makes it the perfect camping blanket. And again, this came from naturallife.com. I don't know if they still carry them. You might check, but when I was setting up for this, I just thought it might be a fun little blanket to show you to kind of bring some whimsy to your campsite. So I hope you've enjoyed all of these wonderful ideas for Christmas or just for your Amazon wish list. I'll try to link everything in the comments. If you have any questions about anything you've seen, put a comment down there. I'll try to answer it as soon as I can. And hopefully you found something that might interest you. But anyway, this is one of our final episodes of Empowering 52 Ways to Empower Women RVers. And I was excited to bring this to you. We've enjoyed the series. We hope that you've enjoyed watching it. We look forward to what's coming in this spring ahead of us. And if you want to see something specific, just let us know. Give us a like, follow us, subscribe to us, share us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.